Yo, what's up? Uh, Welcome back to another semi-monthly car video where I just talk about random bullshit. It's been a little while since I made one of these. I've been distracted and traveling, which is cool because I wanted to do a lot of traveling this year, and I've got my wish. So I mean that was 10 out of 10. I'm making a highlight video for that. I'm hoping to have it out by tonight because it's actually been like a week or two. This is the week two mark, so I want to get it out now before it gets like too much later. Otherwise, I'm never gonna actually finish it. But that's beside the point. I went to Florida. It was fun. Ended up going to Boston like the week before with Dad for some family stuff that was going on, and that was a good time. Got other traveling and stuff done like earlier this year. Went to like soccer con with the boys. I got that video up for that. So I mean, honestly, like it's been pretty great. So now we're kind of in the back to saving money arc, and the I'm not gonna burn a bunch of money or anything kind of thing because I'm saving up for like I gotta get a new car because I found out some stuff about this one that I freaking got like last year that is basically like, well, I should probably trade it in and swap it out for something. So that was fun to find out. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about is I've been thinking about hobbies lately. And I don't remember if I've talked about hobbies or anything before, like specifically in a video, but I I got a lot of hobbies, or at least a lot of interests, and I don't know if I can necessarily call them hobbies, just because I don't do them as much as I would really want. So, uh, currently, what I would say are my hobbies are gaming with friends, because pretty much every day when I get home from work and everything and done working out and all that, I'll hop on and we'll play some Destiny, or I'll watch my buddy stream, or we recently got back into Valorant, and that's been a blast with the group that I'm with. So like that's been pretty great. So that's definitely a hobby. The other one is computer stuff. I do IT for a living, but at home I have like my own network setup that I kind of work on, and I figured out how to like build my own file server and stuff because I got tired of using iCloud and like Google Drive and all that. So I've got my own that I can use like whenever and wherever I want to, which is cool. And I figured that out. Um, and I basically like fix my stuff or fix the computer stuff that my mom and my dad and my sister uses, and I think it's fun. So yeah, I'd say that's another hobby. Uh, the other one is definitely working out. I go work out almost every day. I'm at the gym 3 days a week, and then if I'm not at the gym, I'm at home doing stuff, and I take like one rest day. So I guess I can say that's a hobby. And that's about it. And I got a lot more interests, and I keep thinking about like how am I going to balance all of them, and do I have like can I really call them hobbies anymore? And it kind of got me thinking like I'm overthinking it. So I like cosplay. I like seeing people's cosplays. I like seeing the work that they put into them and into themselves to like actually pull off the character they're trying to do. And in part, I'm working out a lot because I got one that I'm working on and haven't started it yet. And I keep telling myself like I need to learn to sew, and I need to learn like how to get all that other stuff done. Because I've got the fabric for it, and I've got the materials for it, and I haven't sat down to actually start working on it yet. Because when I get home and I'm tired and the boys want to get on and play stuff, or people want to hang out online, I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty good, instead of, sitting down and working on something after a long day of work, which sucks. But I can still at least say that I'm into it. It's just going really slow. Uh, what's the other ones? Oh, okay. I was talking with this girl at the gym, and she asked me if I read, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I read. And then I kind of froze inside. I'm like, wait a minute. The last time I read was like 5 months ago. I finished this book called Murtagh by this guy that made the Aragon series. I think it's Christopher Paolini. Great book. And then I picked up this other Star Wars one that my sister got me for Christmas, and I'm about 75% of the way done with that one. And I used to be really good about like reading a little bit before bed. Like I would read a couple chapters before I go to sleep. And it's been a good couple of months since I've last done that. However, I don't dislike reading. I have a lot of books that I want to read, including manga and stuff. And it's just one of those other things that kind of got me thinking where it's like, okay, can I say this is a hobby? Do I do this? Or am I a larper? And that's a phrase that kind of has been bouncing around a lot, like either larper or tourist. Tourist actually makes sense because it's like, are you actually familiar with the culture behind whatever the hobby is that you're trying to do or get into? And then there is larper, where it's like, at least from what I've kind of picked up on, it's like you're at least familiar enough with it that you can kind of talk about it, but you don't really know like what's going on, but you're not exactly like against what the culture is behind whatever it is that you're doing. Like a Magic the Gathering LARPer, you probably got like a couple decks and play with your friends like once every couple of weeks, and people will call you a LARPer for that. Honestly, I kind of hate the term because it kind of implies that you're not worthy of the hobby. The hobby is there for your enjoyment. Now, the kicker to that is you can't go and impose your ideas on somebody else and how they enjoy the hobby, because there are different like subsects within hobbies and stuff and different cultures and stuff within a hobby. So like if you do that, like yeah, okay, you're going to be called a larper, that's or a tourist or whatever. And it's like okay, careful with that. But aside from that, go out and enjoy it. Anyways, that's a long tangent. What I've been kind of trying to think about is, do the hobbies that I already know that I like still apply to me? Part of me says yes, because I still know all the stuff for it. I guess flying. I still know how to do all the stuff that I want to, and I still know where to go, like to look stuff up. But do I look at it as being on an extended break? Or do I look at it as me having put the hobby down and not touching it and just like walking away? 'Cause it's just like one of those things that like it's weird because between work, which I'm at work like 7 hours a day on top of drive time on top of lunch break, and then working out, which is great. Like I'm not flaming working out. I've been in like the best. I'm in the best shape of my life right now, which is awesome. Second best shape. When I was swimming, that was the best shape, but still, uh, I don't know. Like it just seems kind of weird. Like it feels weird like not having done all that stuff again. But where am I going with this? I think that at the end of the day, I can still say they are my hobbies because I haven't like fully quit them. I just haven't done them in a while. And even though time is kind of irritating to balance, because even on the weekends, all of a sudden like weekends seem to like be disappearing. Uh, I don't feel like my time is necessarily wasted. It's just stuff seems to keep kind of almost like slipping away, but not. Like with work and then having to like cook and stuff. Oh, that was the other one. Like I used to love cooking, and then like, bro, I haven't cooked anything in a while. So this weekend I'm gonna be making like these gourmet burgers and stuff. I told Dad I want to make burgers on Sunday, and I want to make like some fancy ones. And he's like, sure. I mean, we can try it. I'm like, okay, cool. And I didn't tell him what I want to do. I was talking with some friends online about burgers and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I want to make this burger with like onion rings and like an egg, and then like lettuce and like a honey marmalade sauce or whatever on like a toasted like pretzel bun. I think that would be fire. So I'm gonna actually try it this weekend and kind of like get back into cooking and stuff again. Because like ever since I moved back in with my parents, like I haven't really cooked anything. I've cooked like a couple times, but usually they're like, oh, we made dinner for like the week, and it's like, okay, well, cool. I guess I'll just have that. But anyways, that's beside the point. Um, why did I make this rant and rambling video? Because I feel like there could be other people out there that are feeling the same way about having hobbies they haven't really picked up in a while. Maybe you look at that guitar in the corner of your room that you haven't picked up in forever, and you ask yourself, why do I still have this? Well, you haven't gotten rid of it. You probably still know how to play guitar. You probably don't hate the guitar. You probably don't hate music. I feel like it'd be weird if you're a person that hates music, but that's still something that applies to you. It's still a part of you. Now, if you just want to like fully quit and say like I'm done with this, more power to you. There's nothing against that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because then that opens up space for something else. Or maybe it just simplifies some stuff where you have a lot of stuff going on. You're like, I just need to cut something out and not have that in the back of my mind anymore, which I've done that before too. Gotta tell you, it is very freeing. I've had so much garbage and stuff that I've like thrown out in boxes and just tossed it and never looked back. I don't even remember half the stuff that I got rid of. And I can tell you, it's been pretty great. Never regretted that. So you know what? If that's a thing too, go ahead and do that. Um, but yeah, anyways, getting back to like the main idea, if there's stuff that you also have not picked up in a while, that's okay, because it is still something that applies to you, albeit not immediately currently right now. It's something you used to do and you're still familiar with, and you probably spent a lot of time on it. And you should never let opinions of people online or, around you influence how you feel about a certain thing that you used to enjoy, or maybe still do enjoy, at least the thought of, and just haven't really had a chance to pick back up. So, yeah, I hope this speaks to you. I am almost at the gym, and I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to pick up groceries to make burgers tomorrow. I will hopefully, I don't know, I want to make cooking videos because I feel like that'd be kind of cool, but, you know, recording stuff at the parents' house, mom and dad don't tend to like cameras and stuff around, so like, you got to kind of respect that. Maybe if they're out or something, I'll probably record myself cooking something, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll get to that point eventually. That's something that's on the bucket list of stuff I want to do. So anyways, that's it. Much love. Don't know nobody's patching. Dave's fault. Go do some push-ups and maybe mix things up and pick up an old hobby of yours. That might be kind of cool. All right. Much love. Thanks for listening to my 12 minutes of rambling. I'm going to turn this off now. Goodbye.